extrapolate from this verse. And that is why many of the scholars have actually written books and treatises about this word kul, because many people that employ literalistic understandings of the Arabic language do not understand these kinds of usages. So Suyuti wrote a book.
Guys, he is asking us, he is telling us how the word kul and what the word kul mean. And now he mentioned a name of a scholar, which is supposedly is going to sponsor his statement. So why you don't read for us the interpretation of As-Suyuti for the verse? Hey people, as long as he mentioned As-Suyuti, why we don't read the interpretation of the Suyuti? In the beginning of the video, he started calling people names. Just to remind you what he said about people who say such a thing. He called them all kind of names. And now he is saying in the minute 29, As-Suyuti, he wrote a book. Okay, what he wrote in his book, tell us. Even the name of the book is Al-Kullu wa ma alayhi tadul. The name of the book is about kul. The whole book. The Muslims they have no job, you know. Christians, they work, they pay jizya. Muslims, they are just having fun watching TV. Okay, what in the book it says?
Or the word kul and what it implies or what its evidences or shows. Now, is it talking about animals?
What happened, man? You change your clothes in a second? Is that a fashion show? Or maybe you said something in that video, you said to yourself, it's stupid, so I'm going to delete it, I will start from here again. Okay, continue anyway.
It doesn't say animals in this.
It doesn't say animals. In this verse, it doesn't say animal. It says everything in pairs. It doesn't say animals. Here we go. We fix it. So when Allah, he says, hey, we created everything in pairs, he compared to a verse saying, except. Here there's no except. And now he is saying that, no, it doesn't know animals. Doesn't say animals.
Verse, but it doesn't mean just animals, because if you look at,
you just say it doesn't say animal, and now you are saying it doesn't mean just animals. I mean, who is the mentor here? How it doesn't say animals, and then you say, but it doesn't mean just animals. Are you denying the animal existence as part of the creation of pairs, in pairs, or you accepting it? How you can deny it and you accept it at the same time? You just say it, but it doesn't mean just animals. But that means it's animals. When you say it doesn't mean just animals, like, did you watch your video after you say what? Are you drunk? Are you taking hashish? Listen carefully, people. I will play it again.
Kul here is not intended by any means or any stretch of the imagination to mean every single thing on the face of the earth, let alone the entire existence or entire universe.
So take a note, not everything. No, it doesn't mean that.
This is impossible to extrapolate from this verse, and that is why
this is impossible. Take note too, because I will get him busted from the same names of the scholars he will mention.
Many of the scholars have actually written books and treatises about this word kul, because many people that employ literalistic understandings of the Arabic language do not understand these kinds of usages. So Suyuti wrote a book, Al-Kul wa ma alayhi tadul, or the word kul and what it implies or what its evidences or shows. Now, is it talking about animals? It doesn't say animals.
Remember, he just said, does it talk about animals? It doesn't say animals. Does it talk about animals? It doesn't say animals. Write it down. Because the whole point now, He is not talking about animals. No. A second after he say, well, not just only animals.
In this verse, but it doesn't mean just animals, because if
Doesn't mean just animals.
you look at some of the exegesis of the past,
Exegesis.
even of great scholars like Al-Hasan al-Basri and others.
Take a note. Al-Hasan al-Basri. Please take a note. He mentioned now two scholars, As-Suyuti, Al-Hasan al-Basri. Al-Hasan al-Basri. This is the guy who said that all non-Muslims, Allah will make them black. Al-Hasan al-Basri. He mentioned a name of nobody, of a person. Nobody can find his book in English, not even in Arabic. You can find it only in PDF. Al-Hasan al-Basri. But soon we will see what Hasan al-Basri he said. Al-Hasan al-Basri, from his book, mentioning that he heard, it's not, like somebody reported from Al-Hasan يقول that those who do ma'asi, which mean they disobey Allah, when they come in the day of judgment, Allah will make them black. Their faces will be totally black. And we mentioned that before from Ibn Kathir. But let us go to the topic now and see why you don't show us Mimi hijab. When you mention something, why you don't tell us this is the book, this is Hasan al-Basri, page number, etc. Let us read together. Why you don't do that? Because if he does that, he will be in trouble. People will find out that he is a liar. You noticed in all this video, he did not give us one reference. He just mentioned names. This guy said, that guy said, we go to the book of the same person he mentioned, we find he is saying the opposite. The opposite. So Hasan al-Basri and As-Suyuti. Do you have more?
And even if you look at tabari, what he says,
tabari, Hasan al-Basri, tabari, As-Suyuti. Wonderful. Take notes. 3 now. The more he talk, the more he do poo-poo. This guy is the same as a prophet. His prophet cannot keep his mouth shut, and that's why now they are trying to duct tape his mouth. Hasan al-Basri, As-Suyuti, tabari. And this is my challenge to the Muhammadan, to make Mimi hijab to show the reference from the 3 books, which I agree with him. Otherwise, I'm going to show it now. Now. And everybody will die laughing at you. You are a fraud. Do you have more scholars to mention so I can get you busted? So we start.
they don't restrict this to just meaning male and female.
Did you hear what he just said? They don't restrict this just to mean. That's mean they agree. I mean, his stupidity is amazing. They don't restrict this to just male and female, which means it's included male and female. Okay, what else?
For example, they say a zawj is anything and its opposite. So for example, if you have night, then the opposite will be the day. If you have heaven, the opposite will be the earth, for example, you know, from our perspective, before someone jumps and says, no, this is, just calm down. We're talking about the anthropocentric perspective. Otherwise, it's all meaningless. We're nothing in the universe anyway. So here again, this is a flatly weak and false contention.
So now he answered. That's it. The answer is done. Falsely weak. So what about we go and we check the verse meaning from the scholars he mentioned? Shall we? Is it about everything created as male and females? If they mention that, okay, Allah, he meant even to the moon and the sun, the dark and the night, that will not change anything. But it's still including male and female, everything. So male and female is for obviously creatures who they have a life, not rocks. And remember, this is the interpretation. This is the interpretation. This is a Muslim website, not mine. I have the tafsir in their website. There is many, many tafsir, as you see. There's the one in the blue. You can choose the one, and you can read the one you want. But let me see first if I can find you the tafsir from the same exact website he showed us in the screen. This is the same exact website he showed us in the screen, chapter 51, verse number 49. The one he was playing for us, the audio, remember? In English. And just to show you, here we go. This is Quran.com. Let me zoom in. Quran.com. And this is the interpretation for Quran.com. He mentioned a tabari. He mentioned other scholars. Let us make the page bigger so we can see more tafsir. Those are their leaders. Like the more we make the page big, the more we see. Well, maybe we do not need to do that. Hold on. Maybe we can scroll back and forward. Here we go. Yeah. Wonderful. I mean, we cannot really have a better website than this to get me hijab busted. If we go right now and we read the tafsir, which is the Muslims themselves, they promote, and he himself, he mentioned big names from this website. As an example, he mentioned at-Tabari. Let us go and see what at-Tabari say. This is at-Tabari. Do the Tabari says this is about male and female? Yes. He mentioned the sun, the moon, the earth, the sky. Supposedly this is the opposite, which is false, because the earth is in the sky. Let us use Google translation, and again this is Tafsir at-Tabari, and this is the website he's chosen for us. Click translate. English translation. I cannot believe the stupidity of this person. This is Google translation, peace be upon him, as it is right in the front of your eyes, the same website, the Tabari interpretation. So he said, he who created this, guys, this is the first sentence. He who created two pairs, he said, male and female. And they continue saying, and this is extend to be even about earth and the moon, earth and the sky, sun in the moon, etc. But is it about male and female? Yes, everything, to the point nothing left. To the point nothing left. If you do not know how to read, let me help you. Actually, male and female mentioned more than once, but the translation is not showing it. Let us see. It should appear again. Yeah, it's not showing. I don't know why. Yeah. It's about everything. Which means when the Quran says you just get yourself busted, when the Quran says everything, nothing left. Nothing left. What about other tafsir? Al-Qurtubi. The same. Male and female. So what male and female will mean? Anything is alive is male and female. Anything is rocks is not male and female, but there's the opposite of it, like light, darkness. And remember, this is the Islamic interpretation. This is not even what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying we created everything in pairs. What about other interpretation? As-Sadi. All of them saying the same. This is the same website he put for us on the screen. And look here, it says of every type of animals. Do you see it? Every type of animal is male and female. This is the same website he put for us in the video. Forget about this interpretation. Maybe this guy is a donkey as the rest. Let us find somebody else, maybe smarter. Al-Baghawi, man, big deal. They quote him everywhere. Ibn Kathir, everybody quote Al-Baghawi. Let us see what Al-Baghawi will say. The sun, the moon, the sky, and every mankind, even genie, male and female. Do you see it? What else? Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad. Does it say male and female too? Please don't say that. No way. There is more interpretation in this website to show. Let us see. Ibn Kathir is a donkey. He's a stupid. You do not know what he's talking about. Even animals. Guys, it turned to be that Ibn Kathir is a certified donkey. Because he said, if you do the study of the kuffar, if they speak Arabic, they will know that it's not the animals. This is what he said. Let me go in the beginning of the video just to remind you what he said. Maybe your memory is not good, like mine. Shall we? What is this video? And you know, they use big words to fool people, to make them believe that, I mean, they have knowledge. You know, exegesis. Okay. And now, like, by using those English words, obviously he knew what he's talking about. He is the man. Let's go back from the beginning. How he described those who understood that everything is about animals. How he described them.
Today, inshallah, we're going to be speaking about a very fruitless and frivolous and capricious.
Fruitless, frivolous, and capricious. It turned to be that Ibn Kathir is a fruitless and capricious. This is how he described those who may, or they say, this is about animals. Say it again, what? What you said? I'm not good like you in English. I didn't even know how to repeat what you just said. That's deep, man. What you just said.
Today, inshallah, we're going to be speaking about a very fruitless and frivolous and capricious claim, a weak claim, a ridiculous contention.
Ridiculous. I love it. I have to repeat again. I cannot
Today,
stop.
inshallah, we're going to be speaking about a very fruitless and frivolous and capricious claim, a weak claim, a ridiculous contention of the highest order, really. A claim that says that the Quran says in chapter number 51, verse number 49, that everything was created in pairs.
This is the same website he is using. Do you see all the names he gave to the people who mentioned that? It turned to be even the scholars he mentioned their names. They say that too. All those descriptions for bad people.
Asexual reproduction, and therefore this is false. So I don't know whether to stop, roll my eyes, or even try and dignify this thing with the response, but maybe I should, for the satisfaction of those who are a little bit curious. Really and truly, we've said this more than once, the word kul does not necessarily mean every single thing, with the exclusion.
So Muslims, why this donkey is saying this is not about all animals, yet your Muslim scholar says yes, it's about all animals? Which one of you is saying the truth? A person living in London, employed by YouTube to sell commercial, and he sell the black seed, which is a remedy for every disease, which is, by the way, very true. I mean, if you are sick, just take the black seed. You will be like a horse. You know, as an example, Mimi Hijab, in every single video when he starts saying the black seed. And this is why he looked like a horse. He used to be a mule. Why the scholar they say even animals? If there is any explanation why Muslims they come with the wrong interpretation opposing their scholars. Their scholar they say male and female, the Muslim they say it doesn't say male and female. It's just pairs. The Muslim scholar says even animals, the Muslim they say it doesn't say animals. Where is the word animal? Now I'm going to go and I will open the books. We open already from the ones he mentioned, tabari in the beginning here, tabari, if you remember. And obviously, tabari right away he said, its pairs mean male and female. That is pairs. That's what's meant. This is the man, he mentioned his name. And they are saying, okay, it's not limited only for this, it's for everything. That make it even more horrible. Everything is everything. But the whole idea he was trying to say that, okay, the word kul does not mean everything. But what you just did, you gave us a proof that it meant everything. Even moon and the sun, even the sky and the earth. He mentioned As-Suyuti. In this website, there's no As-Suyuti. So I have to open different website. Give me a second, please. You know. Okay. It is open. As-Suyuti. Chapter 51, verse number 49. Let us open the verse. This is a different verse. And we have it in English. What do you want more? We are lucky. Is it about everything? Yes, it is about everything. Male and female. Do you see it? This is the scholar he mentioned. And they added the earth, the sun, the moon. if there is any scholar you can bring to us to prove that this is not about male and female, you mention to us your proof. In fact, let us see what the person, we did not show you what his name? What's his name? Hold on, give me a second. Al-Hasan al-Basri. Al-Hasan al-Basri. All right. What Al-Hasan al-Basri say about this? Let us find out. In fact, there is many books of tafsir quoting Al-Hasan al-Basri. Let us see. This is Al-Hasan al-Basri. And I have to use Google Translation. Sorry for that. He said that all the creations of Allah كلهم شفع ووتر. What does that mean? I will show you. Give me a minute. This is Al-Hasan al-Basri. This is the book of Ibn Kathir. Volume number 8. Page number 390. We start here. We will find that the whole idea, and this is why Ibn Kathir is mentioning this person, that all creation are male and female. الشفع والذكر الشفع الذكر والأنثى, male and female. قال أبو عبد الله. This is Ibn Kathir. We continue. You know? And he quote, and this is why it's mentioned, the chapter 40, 51, verse number 49, وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا الزَّوْجَيْنِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. So you might, remember, see, from everything we created in pairs. And then we find that Al-Hasan al-Basri say clearly that everything was created in such a way. No exception. الشفع والوتر, which is a stupid statement in Arabic. Let us see Al-Hasan al-Basri. Allah, He created by all His creation, كلهم شفع ووتر. Oh, my screen is not on. Sorry. I did not notice that. It's my fault. Forgive me. It's okay. Let us go back. Actually, you know what? Let me try to find this page in English. Shall we? I mean, this is better, right? I'm giving you here Arabic, but Ibn Kathir supposedly is translated to English. But anyway, just to repeat the reference, this is chapter 8, verse number 39, page number 390. But let us go and see which one he's talking about. Let's see here. Yeah. And don't forget, if you are watching the video, to share right now as we speak. You know, don't be lazy. If you like me to come back soon, and don't tell me why you are asking for a lot of view, because my friend, my work deserve. I'm not a kid. I keep coming every day, and then people don't share my videos. And what they do, they watch only the last video. So all the videos before, nobody watch it. They are interested in the last video, as if we have a restaurant and we have a fresh food. So if you care for me to come back as soon as you want, then do something. I do my part. Chapter 89, verse number 3. And this is Ibn Kathir. This is Ibn Kathir. Already we showed you Ibn Kathir for that verse explanation, which he confirmed it's about what? It's about male and female. You know? But let us see if we can find it in this page here. Because, you know, Ibn Kathir in English is not the same as Ibn Kathir in Arabic. As usual. I can't even find the name of Al-Basri here. It cannot be located. They took it off. They took so we have to go to the Arabic one. Here we go. I will use Google Translation as usual. What we can do. And this is additional proof that Islam is a fabrication. Because why the Muslims are not showing what it says in Arabic. This is the book of Ibn Kathir. This is the interpretation of Ibn Kathir. Why it's not there? Why the English is not the same as the Arabic? No explanation. You will see the name of this person mentioned many times in the page. Google Translation. Do you see the word male and female? Do you see it? Male and female. Let us see if we can find Al-Basri. Where is Al-Basri? Where is the page number? See, when the English translate, the page flip upside down from my side. Let us see. Let us do this. Here we go. We found the first one. So Ibn Kathir explained that this is about male and female, and he is quoting Al-Hasan al-Basri. First time, second time, that is so that you know that the Creator of pairs is one. The creator of pairs is one. And this is from the authority of Al-Hasan al-Basri. What else? Again, Al-Hasan al-Basri name is mentioned here. You know what? Maybe Ibn Kathir is a liar. Maybe Al-Tabari is a liar. Maybe Al-Qurtubi is a liar. And maybe the only truthful Muslim is Mimi Hijab. Because we are showing their books. This is their Islamic website. Al-Islamu su'alun wa jawab. Islam, questions and answer. Who is the one who owned this website? I think it's owned by the terrorist government of Qatar. As you know, the Prince of Qatar is #1 supporter of terrorism in the world. That's why the Western countries, they like him. The CIA love him. Tafsir, the same exact verse we are talking about. I will use Google Translation in front of your eyes. There's a question and there's the answer. And I believe actually they have a version of this question in English. Usually they have a double, but I don't know. Maybe you can search for it. Translate. Again, I will post, actually I will show you first the website, the address, which I don't say. This is a fabrication, islamqa.info. All right? Interpretation of Almighty, of the Almighty saying, and everything we created in 2 pairs, that you may remember. My question about the verse, and everything we have created pairs, does that mean the word pairs include what was the same type, such apples, for example, and did the word pairs come in the same context and the verse that talk about creation of everything in pairs? Can you give me, please, can you give me some examples? Okay, the question is, guy, you have a question, he's a Muslim. Thanks to Allah. And then the first 5 minutes and the first 5 lines praising Allah. But look what it says here. Everything that God Almighty, Allah the Almighty, created all beings in beings. Do you see the word beings? Maybe hijab says not necessarily. In pairs, 2 opposite type, like male and female, night and day, heat and cold. There is no like middle between heat and cold. That's it. Heat and cold. Night and day. So what we call the dawn or the sunset time. A Muslim logic, you know, the Muslim trying to fix their book. And this is indicate the perfection of power of Allah. And this is why Mimi Hijab trying his best to take the male and female, everything is male and female, to say that this is not necessarily, but Abdul. When you say everything, that means there's no exception. And now they are quoting for you At-Tabari. Already we show At-Tabari. Didn't we show At-Tabari? We did. Male and female. And they are even quoting the hadith for you, which is weird. Google did not translate this part. I don't know why. And this is At-Tabari. They are quoting for you the page number and the 440, 22, 439. And what about Ibn Kathir? Ibn Kathir is saying the same. Actually, the translation is there, but I don't know why this part here is not translating. Al-Qurtubi, may Allah mercy on him, he says it means male and female. Let me try to zoom out so you can see the whole text. Al-Qurtubi. And of everything we created, two pairs, meaning two type, two different type. Ibn Zayd said male and female, sweet and sour. Mujahid said it means male and female. Look like Mujahid is a donkey. You remember all the names maybe hijab he gave? But actually, Mimi hijab did not stop there. I mean, we can continue because they are giving you all reference. Look at this. This is who? Ibn Atiyah, male and female. Every single person they quote in this interpretation, this page, they are saying male and female, male and female, male and female.